And I'm back. Just like that. You poor people. Double check, make sure everything is working as expected. It is, and we are back. Did some juggling of gear, got a little bit more life. We're up to almost 1400, where we should be at 1500. As the standard rule of thumb. One resist is still not great at 51. For lightning, the others are fine. Well, chaos isn't. Good evening to those of you who've returned. Hello, evening. It's barely 4. It just hit 4 p.m. It's evening? I don't think I can actually say evening. Good early evening. Probably still a stretch. Good late afternoon. Sure, that works. Ding, 53. 53. One thing that happened during my short play session after I called the stream, I finally got my first scouring orb. Yeah, my first scouring orb in Act 6. So yeah, I'm sticking with the theory that they nerfed the living hell out of currency. My intuition, I don't have any proof, but that's pretty solid in my eyes. Okay. Where were we? We were here. More damage granted to pack members on death. Smaller pack members would be better. Increased movement speed. That's not awesome either. The snipers are less likely to be needing to move, and those are smaller packs, and that's the best I can do with it. In we go. Something seemed to be upset. Oh, class of Dements. Those might be good. Got an Abyss. Had one of those in while I was off stream as well. Well, we'll hit the Abyss and then we'll grab the Expedition. Totemic Mall, I guess, is flagged. And out of the Abyssal Trove. We'll grab both of those and sell those for chrome. Sell it, gloves, maybe, bone armor. Okay, we'll just identify some stuff then. Physical and fire. Probably not, right? Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. Bone armor. Secondary helm, maybe. I'll find out. Probably not. Hi, Tujin. Yeah, I know you are, Tujin. Ooh, we've got 2 special boxes. Let's see. So if we start over here... No, we start here. If we start here, we get those. And those. And those. And that. Yeah, not on your watch, like you did a lot of work. That's a no. That's a no. Nothing. Ooh, portal scroll. And some of the currencies. Currency's very nice. I'm a firm believer that every one of these excavated chests should have at least a couple of the currency items. I guess just back to town. Odd knocks, and I am back. It was not an idle threat. We could use a good belt. The amulet's not terrible, the belt's pretty terrible. Give us a good belt. Oh, you cannot be... It's happened again. In town again. We have crashed again. Or hung. Ah, maybe it's they're having server issues then. It's not that their client side is crapping out. That is 5 times now, the second time on stream. I AFK'd for a minute before restarting the stream, and it crashed for the 4th time, so this is the 5th. Well, hopefully, when I reach for the life belt, it'll have a better roll.
What a lovely day.
It did! 3 higher on the maximum life implicit. Just like I planned it. Not really. This is something I got. I got nice boots out of the first map here in 6, in X6. Life, 25% movement, 1 good resist for now, and dex to boot. That was a big improvement. The gloves, however, are still pretty crap, except for the life. We'll see, maybe we can swing an upgrade somehow. Not there. 79 life, slightly better life. Accuracy is good, but it's still no resist, an open suffix at least. And yes, much higher life. And 1 resist already there, but no affix is free. So I'm going to lose a little cold. We'll see where that leaves us.
Need something?
Yeah, I'm going to move back to the hideout. Try and avoid the towns, because that's where I'm having the problems. Hold on to the boots. The gloves, a little bit more life. Int, the accuracy is nice. Our lightning resist is still for crap. Alright, that didn't... Okay, our cold and fire are now barely capped, but barely is fine. Nice chunk of additional life. And... 1 to energy shield. That's a lifesaver to be sure. Thank heavens, I'm saved. So even if I throw lightning on here, I don't gain much. So I will hold on to these though. And back to the coast. The coast with the most, baby. And into the mud flats. Overwhelming physical cold blast. Well then, if they're going to use cold, then I don't care about reducing my physical damage against them. Science! Ooh, we've got delirium. Let's see if we completely tanks our frames again, like it did last time. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little. You know, a little bit around the edges. It'll be fine. But despite my general, real, honest, deep loathing for the mechanic of delirium, I really like the jewels that you can get out. They can be very strong. Well, that's definitely going to help. Screen filling special effects. That's going to definitely fix everything. All right, we got the thing we needed. And we got another large cluster jewel. Some other miscellaneous items that might be helpful, handy, or useful. talk to Nessa. Hi, Nessa.
He did this to me. The King of Brine. And he wants me to be. Oh God.
Minions. Minions. So far we have 2 large cluster jewels, one for minions and one for spells.
Help me.
You'll note, no minions, no spells. That's another level 54? Yeah, 54. The Karui Fortress. Attacks always maim on hit. Yeah. And we have added another projectile. I'm still running lesser multiple projectiles because I actually think it may be better. At least at this point. Alright. Time to kill a god. Seriously. Crafting recipe. Defenses rank 2. Nothing here useful for me. We'll have a little chat with Sin. Hi, Sin.
I am Sin, thief.
Thief of virtue. That sounds like you're a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. Alright, we've got all of the sulfite nodes. And it has become difficult for me to not call it sulfity after having watched a little bit of Cute Dog over the last couple of years. 20% chance for the pack to be upgraded to rare. Well, the skeletons wouldn't be a bad one. Strongest monster in the pack gets 60% increased damage. I don't like the wheels, man. The dread wheels just kind of suck. Start of energy shield recharge. Well, that probably won't matter because they tend to die so fast. So we'll move on. I'm going to pop back to... I do have to go to town to get the reward. Please don't crash this time, GGG. Please don't break my server or client. Thank you.
You've seen Nessa. You've killed.
Yes, I killed the Karui War God. And I'm going to really quickly, rather than sit there, head to my hideout. Next up on the path of building, attack damage leads to life, attack damage leads to mana. Those both seem pretty good. And those are there. So a couple more levels. Right now our sustain is for crap. That'll help a lot. And I can probably even reclaim a point for the 0.4% attack damage leech as mana I currently have.
Hello.
Nope. Life, 1 meh resist. I'll throw that into the belts collection. Life, a little bit of fire and lightning. And an open suffix, I assume. That is incorrect. No open suffixes at all. An open prefix. We'll hold on to it, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And over here, a gold ring. With nothing particularly useful. I mean, increased damage percent would have been nice, but not a big deal. And let's see. Chaos, increased damage, and Feasting Fiends. Minions have life, damage, and leech. Back to the ridge we go. Devoted to Tang Mazu. Whoops, that's a... I didn't realize we had a beast here, but we do. We will be best friends, beast, until we slaughter you. He's mental. No, I wasn't talking about you being mental at all. I know, you're perfectly rational and normal. Please don't kill me. Deerskin boots. Another beast. Combo. +1 explicit modifier. Oh, sure, let's see what you've got. Let's visit the necropolis. We've got lots again. Let's see. First of all, what would we like to replace? Probably the chest, because it's terrible. It's really bad. So, if we go with an explicit modifier, +1 to the minimum linked sockets. I don't think there are any speed modifiers, so we can go ahead and drop that on the chest. Increased chance of lightning modifiers. That would give us... I don't think the only thing that can show up is lightning resist, which is something we need. Let's see if we can get a nice chest, huh?
May the tides of Soagoth wash away your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may house their valiant soul.
He does like to talk. It is glorious leather. It's got life and lightning resist. The lightning resist is terrible. The life's not bad. We might be able to work with this after we can... Because we could throw cold on. Right? Nope, all suffixes are full. Damn it. So this isn't bad for if and when we can straighten out our resists a bit more. So, I wouldn't say it's a failure, but not quite a success either. You know, it's not an immediate turnaround and sell type deal. We've got another beast. We've got another beast beyond that. We've got the red beast. Fencer mask. And we've got a red beast. Dark spray to Haggard. Got it. Zealot boots. No. Absolutely nothing useful drops out of that. I am sad. So we will skip finding that last beast. Sorry, Einar. Places to go, things to do, you know how it goes. I should use these the next time I get an opportunity. I had forgotten about them. Let's see. Increase damage, remove 2 flask charges from killer's flasks when slain. That sucks. Well, that could get a person extraordinarily dead if they're not paying attention. When slain. Okay, well, those things have a lot of hit points and travel in very small packs, so... these others are probably okay. Probably.
Something has taken up new residence in this place.
All right, there's a trial of ascendancy in the general vicinity. We need to find that. We've got an abyss. Not the best place to try and deal. Did it drop? Yeah, it dropped. Okay, we finished it off. Sniper bow, maybe. Only thing that could conceivably be of any use there. Couple of scrolls. A hippie eye. I'm gonna go back and see if I didn't miss anything. Like, say, an all-flame ember frogs. So I guess those are the omens, I think. Alright. So we managed to not die. Good on us. We have shown evidence of our incredible skill and ability, but that's the way out. We need to find is a strong box. We need to find the trial of the century. Single target's not great, but it's not terrible. Down here. He's back. Oh, it's up there. I missed it. I couldn't even see that, despite the fact the indicator was clearly on the map. My brain did not process. I'm going to have stern words with my brain. There doesn't look like there's a way through there, so it's got to be back here. These sort of maps are just always a pain in the ass to get around in. Spikes, yay. I'm not doing very well here, am I? I'm sure there's a pattern. I'm sure I don't know it. Double resistances. That will be a big help in balancing the resists out. Rogue markers for the first. Oh, this one had res. How nice. Don't.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
Sniper bow. Absolutely not. Sniper boots. Visored salad. Those are maybes. Why am I not moving? That is kind of funny because I got no room for anything. Fire damage, but no. It's full, right? And one prefix. Not enough. Not enough. Ugh, these maps are just terrible. And when you get to actual maps, endgame maps, they're even worse. All the maps with the cells. They're just painful. Let's see. Well, we've got full bags. We can head back to town. Hope not to crash. Fingers crossed.
Still composing that.
Don't want to purchase, want to sell. Why that is two separate options, I have no idea. Added to, 3 things added to the attacks, but absolutely no resists. 2 open suffixes, we could add 1, but no life on it either. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. Just can't do it. Realistically, our life is so low. There are very few things that they don't have life or resists we can even consider. Very few. Is there... I thought there was a necromantic storage thing. Locker here. There it is. Did I not set the... I did not set the affinity for that. I have now set the affinity for that. We'll go to Tarkley.
Do I hear the clink of mine? Stay out of trouble.
The rogue. That's right, the rogue thingies I got. We'll do that at our next convenient break location. Chevron's Tower. Let's see. Increased life force for each alive monster in the pack. Increased rarity of items. Chance for a pack to be upgraded to rare. So, we've got a couple of lower level ones of these. Let's go ahead and use these. They're both 38s. Cultists or Treants. We'll go with that. Every time it's got to load in more stuff, the whole thing just shrieks to a freaking halt. Oh, this is... Whatever's firing off those purple things is bad news, man. Those are from the last... an omen of refreshment will be consumed when you reach 25% of life to refill all flasks. Why is it not picking up? Oh, it's the door that I couldn't see there. That's an interesting one. So that's what an omen is. I'd wondered what omens were. Fire modifiers are 100% scarcer. Scarcer. That was a big green spinning spiked ball. And he's very large. Yeah, so those are from the last league. Those Treants. And they're no joke, seemingly. Alright, we've got more of the same, though, on the next map, because these are part of the same logical map. No, same actual map. Whoa, those purple, man, those things are awful. They were awful in the last expansion. And I can now tell they're still awful. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, those are shards, okay. 2 alterations and 2 alteration shards. Or sorry, 2 alterations and 17 alteration shards. That thing is terrible. These tree ants are bad. And I do not enjoy their company. I hesitate to pick on them because I'm sure they had very difficult childhoods. But the kind of assholes. Good evening. Another one. They are not welcoming individuals. And continually trying to hurt my feelings by hurting my body. Oh, the frogs. So not all of the last league is gone. You can get frogs. You can get tree ants. Tree ant split beast, 200% chance of life modifiers. Oh, that's a nice one. Congratulations, I've earned the mischievous hawker gloves. One of the appearances you get for challenges and achievements. I have hit 4 out of 40. Beginner's Basics. Necrotic Necessity. Act Adversaries from Act 1. And Significant Spirits. The next present is at 8 challenges, which will give you the body armor. Well, give me the body armor. You may or may not already have it. Where was it we were going next? Wasn't there. Wasn't there. Which one was it? It was there. Okay. There we are. Brain is engaged. I am now remembering. Up the stairs again. And we're still in the same actual map, so we're going to see more bad people wanting to say hi to us in unpleasant ways. I'm going to describe those as unpleasant. Certainly unfriendly. Those purple flowers killed me an awful lot of times in the last league. And they're still threatening to continue killing me even though the league is over with. Somebody is still spitting stuff out. It's fine. It's fine, really. We're fine here. Nope. Diamond ring. Those purple flowers are just... the addition of those tree ants has turned out to be a little bit iffy on my part.
That would only slow me down.
Yes, it would only slow me down. All right, all right. Ringmail coat. Nope. I thought we were done. I'm going to go back to town and sell stuff. Real fast. As those tree ants, man. I mean, I've gotten a good amount of loot from these last few logical maps. Actually, one connected map in game purposes.
Good tidings to you.
But there have been a few dicey moments. I'm not going to fib. Nope. Oh, this one.
Time and tide wait for no man.
All right, those go there. I was wondering. Oh, come on. I know I set up the div card affinity. I know I did, but it didn't take, or I didn't click. Don't know. Uniques are working though, so that's a plus. Back we go to Chevron's tower. Back we go up the stairs. More badness. Much more badness. They're awful. They're horrifying. Are you guys done? Finally? Trying to blow me up and shit? Nope, not all of them. I swear I opened that damn door. Oh, that was a mob in there. Okay, that was fun. I tell you, my life and resists are going to get me dead pretty soon. My kung fu is not mighty. A Grove bow, conceivably. Got all the elementals. Could be playable. Corpses too. Oh boy. Okay. And that just leaves the rooftop. How am I doing? Alright. Chevron, Brutus, and Shabrutus.
My life. I'll not suffer this humiliation again.
Alright, that's Brutus and then Chevron, and now we get Shabrutus. My Chevroudis. Old guy music reference. A new crafting recipe. Spell damage, thank goodness. Prisoner's Gate. We can turn something into harmless frogs, but wow. Pack spawns a tormented spirit on death. Increase quant. Increase rarity. 1% chance to drop an additional orb of alteration. I think actually getting a lot of alts by turning them into packs of harmless frogs. Because I could use some more alts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Frogs. Frogs. We will. Grab that orb of fusing and head back to our hideout really fast, because that should be safe. We haven't crashed in the hideout yet.
Greetings.
So that's not good. Almost usable. Nice fire damage. If only the physical had been another elemental instead. Yeah, we can't catch up with the lightning damage, so it's not bad. We'll file it away as possible use by another character in the future. And we will return to Prisoner's Gate. That is a big frog. And we got a superior shockwave totem. Reforge socket links 20 times, keeping the largest number. I didn't realize there was another spirit over here. We will not choose to engage right this instant with the League mechanic. But having a number of potentially quite good affixes on the mobs in this map, I feel obliged basically to try and wipe them out. That's another challenge complete, so we're at now 5 of 8. No clasped boots. They're blue. 4 linked. I don't think so. We don't have enough regals that we can afford to be crafting anything. We have 1 regal. I am of the opinion that regals need to be much more. That is... Fuck. 5 link, no green. It's a red-blue set of armor, so my odds of getting, say, 3 green on that, hilarious. As in low. To be clear about that. As in not very good. Good evening. It is a weird, very weird looking City of Heroes. I have to agree with that. City of Exiles? Path of Heroes? Either of those could make reasonably sounding games, I gotta say. I am a creature of short attention span. Okay. And can I open this one? Ice Nova. Yeah, I should be able to open it and move away, and then murder everything. conveniently. No, as I mentioned the other night, I had a stream titled "The Pain and Pleasure of Being a Variety Streamer." The pleasure is I can play whatever I want. The pain is some people variety streaming successfully is hard because a lot of people want to see you playing a specific game, and if you're not, they're much less interested, and I can understand that. There are some streamers I enjoy watching, but maybe not when they're playing a specific game. Oh, I played Diablo at launch. Yeah, Diablo was one of those games where when I first played it, I went, you know, the day could come if they make something like this multiplayer where you could have players having a computer D&D game that was worth playing. Basically, sort of predicting what MMOs would become, or dreaming of what MMOs might become one day. Yeah, so I played it a good deal. Played D2. I wasn't one of the players who played D2 exhaustively, almost obsessively. There were a lot of those, but I did play that one a lot too. Gauntlet? Oh, sure. Played a lot of that. And yeah, there's certainly a chunk of Gauntlet in Diablo as well. In its bones and blood. I'd never really considered that, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, there really was. And I did drop some quarters into Gauntlet in one time. Although most of my quarters I saved up for I can't remember the name now. See, this getting old thing, it sucks, man. I used to be able to pluck things out of my memory like that. If you ever played in real arcades, there would be a geometric shape. It was a vector graphic game, and it had a rotary control to move you around the outside, and then all of there were lanes that monsters would come down, and you would have to shoot and rotate to hit it. And I keep wanting to say Berserk, but I know it's not Berserk. No, it's not Zaxxon. I'll get it in a sec. If necessary, I'll tab out. Did you stop, sir? Alright, he left. He didn't leave. Yes, he did. Tempest. That was my game. I was okay, and I thought I was good until I saw someone get to the invisible levels. Which I didn't know existed prior to seeing a guy play for half an hour. Less ignite. Additional physical damage reduction per second you've been stationary. I'm never going to be stationary for too much time. We'll go with that for now. All right, I think we've completely cleared out the this map. Yes. So I will back to town. Tempest. Why I couldn't remember Tempest, I don't know. Other than I'm old and
Who'd have thought those bleeding
I occasionally lose my train of potato.
Oh, wait.
That was a joke, by the way. As far as you know.
Good work clearing it.
I think we need
With
get
the
lucky
road
with
to-
that.
Farewell.
Oh, actually, we'll sell to him.
Still alive, are
See if
we?
he's got anything worth buying. Occasionally, they can. I got a couple of those. That's just really disappointing. So I've got 2 5-links so far, and one of them was red sockets, or was a strength, and the other is a strength intelligence. In either case, the odds of getting green sockets, not good. Keep that. Maybe. No on that. Next one is Pure Int. And thank you, Nod Knox. You know how to cheer a guy up. Definitely feeling the love. Troublemaker. There's always one. Even when I'm alone, there's always one.
Farewell.
5 sockets. See? 5 sockets. Strength. 5 sockets. Strength int. The odds of any given socket being green is 20% on both of those. 40, 40, 20, 60, 20, 20. It's not fair. Life ain't fair, Grandpa. I don't think either of these will come up to 6076. But it's more. Okay. This one's got fire. That's got life and cold and lightning. And more damage. Okay. 62. 65. That one's even higher. But I don't think it has any resists. No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, the attack speed. Both have attack speed. That's the reason why. We're going to set both of these aside and see where we are on our resists right now. We'll do that from home base. Next characters will have a buttery smooth leveling experience then. If we're to look for silver linings, well... Yeah, last league my first character went okay. My second character was a lightning arrow like this one. And the only reason I made it is because I got a stupid bow from Rog. An incredible bow. Tier 1 lightning, Tier 1 cold, Tier 3 fire. That's the least of it. Tier 1 crit, Tier 1 crit multi, and an open suffix so I could put attack speed on it. Insane. The best item I think I've ever had, frankly. Did both parts of Positron one. Oh, Task Force today. Sutter Task Force, Manticore Task Force, and the Behavior Adjustment Facility and Keys Incarnate Trail. That's a busy and full schedule, sir. What did I come here looking for? Oh, yeah. Cold and Lightning to see what my numbers were like now. And now my fire's for crap. Prefix. No, full suffixes. Damn it, that's less great. And now our fire's not great. I have a gift. Well, we lost 20 fire and gained 10 lightning, so it's not a complete, you know, awful. It's just not good. This has 14 of all elemental resistances and a really crappy life. I don't think that helps. Once again, I'm here to ask for your assistance in convincing the gods to give me just a couple more really good pieces of gear. Because right now, they're thumbing their noses at me, and that's got full suffixes. This, a little fire, a little lightning, that's got cold and lightning, maybe? 64 life, it's got decent life. I might be able to make this work. Yeah, the gloves are comically, hilariously bad. 3 green, please. Thank you. Okay. So now they're all undercapped, but I should be able to put a fire and cold on this and get almost capped. Full suffixes again. Truly, I am doomed to wander the lands, incapable of having nice things. Well, I mean, I can give it more evasion and energy shield. That won't hurt. Yeah, the gloves are the... Thing is, the gloves by themselves, I mean, nice life, 1 decent resist. Problem is here, or here, 1 crappy resist, and okay life. I just am always like 1 piece shy. That's a whole lot of damage. What are we looking at right now? Fire, they're all about 60%. That's not very positive. I'm doomed to wander the earth. Well, at least I now got a little life on kill or hit. I can't remember which it was. When I get to the next level, I'll get a little bit of life and mono leech, and that'll help. I won't have to be quite as cautious at keeping my eye on my life and chug-lugging heal pots. Oh, would you stop? Stop! Stop! The Western Forest. For the record, my least favorite act in the game is Act 6. Surprisingly, not actually because of having to worry about resists most of the time. Evade attack hits, that's fine. Extra fire damage from physical. Chance to maim. These are not awesome. I played an incredible amount of Marvel Heroes, Axel. that's a game I miss, which, by the way, it looks like there may actually be linked code for that out there. Or sorry, leaked code. There is on GitHub, somebody has basically a client I think you can run. It doesn't have any enemies or anything in it. All you can do is basically play your character and run around and do your abilities. But if in fact there is actually leaked source code out there, we could get a private Marvel Heroes server in the next year, maybe even less. And obviously, since, well, I've been playing City of Heroes, and Star Wars Galaxies, and occasionally Warhammer Age of Reckoning servers, I'm fine. I have no moral qualms about playing a dead game on a private server. I have some qualms, personally, about playing a live game on a private server. But that's a me thing. I didn't change these around, so this may go badly. We have Deliria. Prepare yourselves for lag, ladies and gentlemen. Much lag. Handle it. That's a lot of them. I wasn't expecting that many things waiting for me on the other side of the bridge. Another level for me, yay, for me. I approve of this message. Getting a nice batch of goodies. We get to the end, which is about to be popping up any second now. Back. And what did we get? What is the reward for a small cluster jewel? A fusing? Engineer's orb? Not one I use much, frankly. Having to click on the waypoint is a pain in the ass. Can we please get rid of that in every game ever? Thank you. Well, Star Wars Galaxies is an MMO. Yeah, it came before Star Wars The Old Republic. Star Wars Galaxies was from Sony Online, the guys who did EverQuest. So yeah, there have been two Star Wars MMOs. First one was Galaxies, which was very, very much a sandbox, and then they completely changed the way the game played in what is considered the single greatest betrayal of a player base in MMO history, and I'm not even exaggerating. And then eventually they rejiggered their rejiggered version. It turned out okay. It wasn't anything great, but it was better than when they initially made the changes. What the heck? And there are a bunch of private servers of Star Wars Galaxies. But Star Wars The Old Republic is still kicking, although they recently was transferred from Electronic Arts onto a different company that is running the game now. And they're a company that mostly does servers that are in maintenance mode. So So far, they appear to be doing a reasonable job running it. We'll have to see in time if it ends up being good or bad. I'm a bit dubious, but so far, hasn't been bad. Was that the play to become a Jedi? Yeah, what it was is you had to unlock the Jedi, and it was an incredibly difficult, long process. In fact, I was working on it so long and so hard that that's why I quit the game. There weren't many of them. And then, basically, Lucas, not George, but the company, Lucas Arts, Lucas Games, whatever they were at the time, said, what is up with this World of Warcraft? Why are they having millions of players and we have a few 100,000? You need to become more like WoW. And Kathleen Kennedy, I think was her name, she was in charge from the Lucas end at that time, said we want to change the game so that it is fight, kill, loot, repeat. And that wasn't what the game was built on at all. The original game it was a real sandbox. There were like 35 different skill sets, professions, and you could mix and match them. You had a certain number of skill points, but you could split them up however you wanted. And there were an enormous number of people who didn't do any fighting. I don't remember if it was Kennedy or John Smedley. I think it was Kennedy said at the time, we've got people who, people want to play Luke. They don't want to play Uncle Owen. No, in the game as it came out, there were people who wanted to play Uncle Owen. There were people who did crafting, who did gathering. There were people who danced in the cantinas. Because all of these were things you could do in the game. It was a very, very deep game. Now, at launch, it had a lot of flaws. But the good ideas that were there are some of the best ideas we've ever had in MMO games. They were incredible. The crafting system is the best in any MMO ever, still to this day. And I don't consider that debatable. Hated WoW when you played? Don't like other MMOs that are mostly WoW copies? Yeah, there are a lot. Star Wars The Old Republic, Lord of the Rings Online, that basically borrowed a lot of their kit, their stuff, from WoW. Now, there is a good reason for that, is WoW players were their biggest potential audience. Or at least that's the way they would consider it. And so making a game that's easy to transition from WoW to LATRO or SWTOR or Final Fantasy XIV for that matter is a positive thing, but it does mean you're going to be missing an awful lot of originality. And they were. And let's face it, WoW, in essence, borrowed most stuff from EverQuest. Polished it up, made it more straightforward and fun. So, and EverQuest borrowed a whole bunch of stuff from what were called, Deku-based MUDs. All right, do I want flask charges, recovery from flasks when on low life? Probably. Use a rogue marker to open a portal to... I'm going to use a rogue marker and open a portal. I don't have any of my rogue markers here. I can't do that. Kill Fido? I don't want to kill Fido. Fido is a good name for a dog. Latin means faithful. Oh, Deku joke. Yeah, I never actually played Dekus. I'm familiar with Deku mods, but I never actually played. If I'm not mistaken, I think Deku, the D in Deku stands for Denmark. I believe they were Danish is where they started. I think. But that's something I would have read about a long time ago, and we cannot trust the old circuits up here. Argle Bargle Glop Glyph. That sounds a bit more like Board of the Rings, if you ever read that. Back to town. I know that in Board of the Rings, one of the names, made-up names they used for one of Aragorn's forefathers was Argle Bargle. So that's why I think it sounds like a a routine or a line or something from Lord of the Rings. I killed another god because I'm awesome. Dikumads are named after the Datalogisk Institute, Copenhagen Universitat. Okay, so I was right about it being Danish, but that's not the D. So I remembered the correct information for the wrong reason. I'm going to use that as my rationale. All right, we just grabbed that. Clever thief. We need more life. I want more life. Father. There we go. I can go back. We'll go back to the hideout. Datalogisk Institut Copenhagen Universitet. My brother spent, I don't know, 6 months or so in Copenhagen. Really liked it, except for the food. He can't stand seafood. So other than that, though, he really liked Copenhagen. And that's where I developed a taste for, begins with an A. It's aquavit, a particular brand of aquavit. Aalborg. I got a taste for Aalborg aquavit there. Yep.
Greetings.
That's one of the things. That's what he brought me home. Was a taste for aquavit. Socketed bow gems, cold and lightning. This one's almost really, really good, but it might be good enough. I don't think so, though. No, not quite good enough, I don't think. Maybe. Well, I'll find out in a minute. Lens Lore XP. Very nice. If I mentioned that before, I probably mentioned that he spent maybe a year, longer, I think, than Copenhagen, in Salzburg, in Austria. Where he developed a taste, unsurprisingly, for their desserts. His personal favorite was something called Salzburger Knockerl, which is sort of oh God, my brain. That I have not told. Oh, okay. Salzburger Knockerl, and that's kind of like, oh, fuck. French dessert made with eggs. Separate the whites and the yolks. Beat the yolks. They also make the savory ones with cheese. No, not macaroons. Comes in a little porcelain bowl. I can't even remember the name of the damn bowl anymore. And you poke your hole in and scoop it up. It's the classic. God damn it! What is with my brain? Brain and brain. French dessert. Eggs. No, not a clafouti. No, not fondue. Seriously, guys, you can't be serious here. Not meringue. Oh my God. Souffle. Why could I not remember souffle? I have no goddamned idea, other than my brain is turning into souffle. Yeah, gamer fuel. That will definitely fix what ails me. A Mark of the Red Covenant. Energy Shield. SRS. I'm not using SRS, thank you. We'll do a quick check here. Let's see. 82. 57. Not quite. And this one has no open affixes, so it's a non-starter. Well, it is a fact that my humor is monitored by the United Nations just to see if I am in fact breaking any international weapons trafficking laws. So yes, my weaponized sarcasm is a well-established fact. I was going to open a portal with my rogue markers. Okay, I probably shouldn't have opened it right there, but that'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Finally, Hungary lifted their no, you can't join on Sweden. You're one of us now. May the gods have mercy upon your soul. There's the affinity. All right, Karai, the administrator. I think we've got to talk to everybody. Hi, Tibbs. How you doing? 2 Tibbs a whisker.
I'm Car. Good stuff.
Got some good job, buddy. I am up. Watch
Yes, I know you are. And you, and... All right, we get everyone covered. Good. We'll now...
A client wishes to utilize.
Contract trial run. Talk to Karst. Yeah, I thought he was up here. Hi, Karst.
Hello, rookie.
Stop calling me rookie. Yeah, Case pointed out that Orban was a tad fascisty only around the edges and the middles. And any bits not covered.
A job's a job.
All right, we have Karst. Heist was one of the more elaborate league mechanics they ever came up with, and I quite liked it. The only thing I don't like about it
Nostalgic before a job.
is it can get really rippy getting out of the heist.
We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. You're here to make sure they don't. Who's put you in a bad mood?
All right. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. We've got jewelry over there and jewelry there.
No. We got company.
Come on, come running around. Oh, jerks. All right, Karst, would you please open the door?
Any locks that get in our way.
Get on the floor. All right. The secure repository. Note, that's a repository, not a suppository.
Easy. It's in directions, yeah. We don't want too much attention. I've got the best of you. Stop it!
I don't recognize those gloves.
I've got the best of you. Incoming.
I was over here.
Easy. Wasn't nah, go on. You got him.
Go on. You got him.
This'll be quick.
Two-stone ring could be good. with the whole it comes with resistances deal. And I need resistances. Hey, Kaneket. You are welcome. You are not late. You're right on time. Because you're a wizard. Need to duck out. Got a daughter to celebrate tomorrow. She turns 11. Well, tell her that weird internet Uncle Lens says happy birthday. Can explain to you how in a world with magic you can use to cast fireballs, summon demons, heal yourself, but no freaking mage made a crystal ball that lets you communicate with quest givers. Guild Wars 2, for the most part, allows you to turn them in anywhere. What else does? There are a few where you are allowed. But generally, you have summed up a mildly troubling inconsistency, I have to agree.
That's what I'm here for.
That's what he's here for.
Trying to get us caught?
Yeah, I'm trying to get us caught.
Stop them!
If we get caught, I don't get to keep my loot. So no, I'm not trying to get us caught. You silly sod.
Incoming. Not quick, but not hard.
Not quick, but not hard. That sounds like my love life. I'm so lonely.
Almost there. Don't screw it up.
We've got a couple of safes to open first. Sure. I've actually got a good bunch of stuff. I'm tempted to just freaking bail. I'm going to. I'm just going to leave. If you just leave, you get to keep the stuff. And you don't have to worry about dying. I don't get any completion for it.
Might need to bail soon.
Yeah, we might need to bail right about now, I think. Wrong way. Right way. We'll just exit. Sure, it's cheesing, but my gear is for crap, so I kind of need to do this. See if I can get some... There's a number of things in here that could be really good. Hey, Vorp, how you doing? And I can't afford to maybe die and lose a couple things that are useful. Because so much of my gear is crap right now. Janky and crappy. And I failed. Sorry.
How can I help?
We can do that some other time. Everything is now usable. I'm going to go back to my hideout. Because the performance here is so awful. Any of the public space. The League so far, better than some others. Yeah, it's definitely, so far, the last League was really, really good. Best in at least 2 or 3 years. This one's okay. Better than most for the last 2 or 3 years. But so far I wouldn't say good. Now, some of it, either the entropy knob got turned down a little, because I don't have as much currency or good items as I usually have. That's a negative. Not insignificant negative. The League mechanic is not, at least so far, especially rewarding, but it's okay. It's interesting.
Hello.
So the League is, from my point of view, for the last, say, 3 years, slightly above average. Let's see if we actually got anything useful. Nope. 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 Fractured, but the fracture is not a particularly good one, and the rest of it is not strong. Still, it's fractured. I'll hold on to it. In fact, we got nothing good out of this. Demon Stitcher. I don't recognize that. 119 life. Sacrifice 19% of life to gain that much energy shield when you cast a spell. I don't cast spells. That's a lot of life and energy shield. No resists. Otherwise, I'd be all over that. But that thing's pretty good. Level 41 requirement and 60 int. That thing's actually good. I just don't think it's good for this build. But it's still tempting for that amount of life. And if I had decent freaking resists, I would put it on even though it doesn't have any resists. For the life and energy shield. Because that would be a big win over this piece of junk. It's a piece of crap. Can I try again? Look like I might be able to try again here in Rogue Harbor, in which case we'll see if I can farm another go.
Yes?
Take the contract. Trial run with Karst again. It is the trial run.
Hello.
Repair heist. Drop that in. Select Karst. Get a new map. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we'll just freaking farm nothing but
Nostalgic before a job. Almost miss me old crew.
trial run.
Hear that? We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. Too easy.
Same layout, more or less, too. More jewelry chests, so since my jewelry is pretty crap, that's not bad. Would you open that for me, please, Karst? Thank you. Karst is a geologic term, I think. It's like a kind of mountain
We don't want too much.
or kind of stone.
Too easy.
Definitely a geologic term. I actually think it's even a Magic the Gathering card, I think, was Karst. Might have been one of the original multi-lands. God, I'm a geek. Let's just, in case anyone wasn't aware of the fact, I'm a geek. Alright, there we are. Got it out in the public.
Quick.
Karst. I don't think I'm getting much XP for this, though. All right, Karst, open the door. This time we're going to try to get out.
Incoming. Keep it down or else.
Sorry, choked up. I laughed, I cried, it changed my life. Sorry. 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 My bad. Make sure everyone's dead.
Not quick, but not hard.
I won't make the not quick but not hard joke a second time.
Was it safe and sound, didn't I?
Nothing, huh? A couple of crap items. And the other safe? Chaos Orb. And now we will this time attempt to grab the contraband and get out of Dodge. Open the door, please, Earth, so we can escape, please, first. Thank you.
Hold the line! Back the way we came, Rookie.
It's always getting out's the hard part in any heist. If you learned anything from Ocean's 11, you should have learned that. Well, no more lag, please. Thank you. Skip the lag going forward. That would be great.
Yeah, I know.
And from here, we're going to need to go straight and then down. Woo, 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 woo. No problem. Easy. Easy.
Take that urn to Faustus, yeah? He'll sort.
The escapes are always so much tougher. I don't have good map sense, so I don't make good choices when trying to escape. Most of the time you don't really have a good opportunity to bring up the map and take a look. And a lot of people I know, I watch them, they just straight through. They absolutely know exactly where they're going the whole way out. I never do. The mini-map is not especially helpful for that, for showing you where the doors and thoroughfares are. Faustus gets that. And anything we can't use. Life. Open suffix. Probably worth keeping for that. No. Wow. Really had hopes for that 2-stone ring. It's just bad. Be good! The lightning damage isn't good, and yeah, it's not good.
Return soon, yes?
I'm gonna go back to the stash. We'll drop. Whoops, wrong place. Drop our stuff in the stasharoo. Mine damage. Mine. Alright.
I hope you enjoyed your first.
I enjoyed my first job so much. It was a delight for everyone involved. Sort of. Back to the riverways. We continue. Carnal mitts. Sounds dirty. I like it. The Southern Forest. Increased life granted to pack members on death. We'd prefer that to go to smaller packs. Them. Increased physical damage as fire. We'd prefer something that didn't do physical damage. Okay, and then we'll choose the ones that don't do much. More damage granted to pack members on death. That's not great either. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. And we're off. This map specifically is my least favorite in the game. A couple of reasons. First of all, it's got trees that are constantly blocking your view. Something they said that they were going to take care of. And I'm saying maybe 5 years ago they said they were going to fix that. Yeah, not so much. It's got all these mobs that when you kill them, they spawn off other mobs that shoot poison at you and are invisible, in essence, because you can't see them for all of the ground cover and the fact that mobs' life bars often don't show up at all. But they're not my favorites. Basically, this whole map is just an enormous clusterfuck. Please don't freeze me, thank you. So that's why it's the map I hate the most in the game. And there's not even anything close to a second. The inability to see what's happening, the trees always in the way, it's terrible. It's bad design. Here, stone box. Grab that. After a number of years of struggling with it, the map, I have finally found basically an optimal path to make sure that I don't make any wrong turns or anything. I'm going to go to the necropolis. I got another point. More life. 10% life. 2% of life on kill. I've got leech, both mana and life. I want to keep an eye on my mana now and see if I can afford to drop the other 0.4% leech. Let us see what we've got. Wow. Wow. How did I get this many? Holy crap. 21 out of 64. Chaos modifiers, cold modifiers, life modifiers. I think we'd like to try, once again, to go for a chest. Life. One additional explicit modifier. Reforge socket links 20 types, keeping the greatest number. Yes. Life modifier tier rating. Yes. Chaos modifier. That would be a chaos resist, I think, is the only thing we could get. 200% increased chance of resistance modifiers. Yes. All right. Let's see if we can get a good chest. Body armor. Come on. You can do this. 5 links, life, and 2 resists.
So that you may house their valiant soul.
Okay, it's the right stat requirement in that it's a dex-only chest. It has crappy life and no resists. How did this happen? I mean, it's got suppress on it, which is nice. It's not even... It's a hybrid life, so I can at least cast on a life, but I mean, it has no resists. I've died and gone to hell. Look at this piece of crap I'm still using. 29 life, 2 bad resists. I'm cursed. That's what it is. Cursed. Was there anything else I was interested in making that, let's see. Cold, critical, attack modifiers. Armor items have a dexterity requirement. I probably should have thrown that on as well. Oh, another chance of life. I'm going to try another chest piece, I think. Go to my stash and drop this one off. See if we can get lucky. We'll try another one. Okay. +1 to the minimum number of linked sockets up to a maximum of 4. Life modifiers. Quality. Dex requirement. Chaos, cold, critical, attack. Cold modifiers are scarcer. Well, we can try and get a cold resist so we could get at least one decent resist out. Scarcer, no. Alright, so we're going to give it a try. Here we go again. Armor. Body armor. Relieve you of your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may house their valiant soul. How can it... 2 good resists... Absolutely no life at all. And that's the best you could come up with for sockets? About 1:30 here. Time for the boss to play. Soon it will be 2. And a minute later it will be 3:01. Wait, no. That's not how it works. Unless you have daylight savings time. Do you have daylight savings time? I suppose that's what I'm asking. Because ours was a couple weeks ago. I figured out the puzzle. Because it was either that or a time-space continuum collapse. So, if those are the 2 choices, I'm going to vote for... I don't know, the time-space collapse. That might be an improvement, but I guess... we'll have to settle for daylight savings. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Does that have an open suffix? It has an open suffix. It's not terrible. It might be an improvement over what we've got. I will give it a look in a moment. And that one is just so disappointing. It's just Disappointment City. 7 life. Tier 13. I think that's as bad as they get. That's a lot of life with a crappy resist. I think we're going to have a glove improvements finally. That's just not good in any way. That one might be workable.
Go with courage.
As I am trying once again to fix our resists, which still are bad. Alright, here we've got Flame Dash, which we need, and Anger, which we need. So we need those sockets. We're going to need red and blue sockets somewhere. Watching someone play Subnautica, that was a great game. I have played it a little. I need, in my long list of games I need to go back and finish playing, that is one of them that I need to do that for. Let's see. Life, it's got a good fire resist. And an open suffix. And a little bit of additional damage on attack as well. I think I've got to use that one. Oh. Look at all those jewelers. 11 jewelers. I've used 1. I'm level, what, 56 or something? I've gotten a total of 12 jewelers in the whole freaking game. That was not helpful. I need a red and blue. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so we now, our lightning is, our fire is solid. Our lightning and cold are still low. We can split, use a split on that and get about, 15% added to each. That'll get us close on cold and okay on lightning, but still not quite there. Let me put away those gloves. That thing's awful.
Hello.
What can we do with this? How big of a life can we put on? I think, yeah, 15 to 25 is the biggest we can put on still. Yeah, so we can't do anything with that yet. Maybe later. All right, back to the very end of the Southern Forest, and we go into the Cavern of Anger, which makes me so mad. Just kidding. Doesn't really make me mad. Increase life for each in the pack. Can we have something smaller? Cannot be stunned. Action speed cannot be modified. Reflect hexes. And non-ailing. Okay, that's fine. We'll move this to there, I think. Alright, we grab the black flag. GGG, stop having us put quest items in our inventory. Jerks. Thank you. Alright. That's a dead end. One of the things I like that they've done in this league is that they've added a few surprises. Little things that weren't in the game previously. Not big deals or anything of the sort. but cool little things. I noticed a couple of them yesterday. I haven't seen any today. One was a corruption idol, like you would see in one of the temples of Atzoatl, just in the middle of a map. And another was a secret room that had, was it a shrine? I don't remember exactly what it was. Might have been a shrine, might have been a strong box, but it dropped potions. So I certainly approve of adding little twists like that. Cool little things that the players haven't seen before. I'm going to take the chance and hope to not die. Yeah, I won't die. Well, at least I won't die from getting frozen. I still can die. No guarantees about that. Dead end. Heard something go, ah! And then heard something go, ah! Out to the beacon we'll be going. Spawns a lesser shrine on death. That seems like a pretty good one. Remove a flash charge when killed. Fuck right off with that shit. Pardon my French. 30% increased pack size. I hate the infested crabs. I hate them. The pack size can go there. And the charge removers will go there. Oh my god. Well, there's one of the a couple of the mini shrines. Are they always the same shrine? A weathered watchman. No, they're not always the same shrine. Oh, it's a couple shrines. I'm assuming those are resetting the duration. Better if it's stacked duration, though. Zealot boots. These boots are made for zealotry, and that's just what they'll be. They didn't drop out a mini shrine like that. Life and mana, rank 2. Alright, good. Life. I think that's the... It is previous was a 15 to 20. I think the next tier is like 25 to 50. Something like that. So at least it's something conceivably useful. Alright. We have to refuel the bacon, everyone. Don't be an idiot. Again. Try to reduce the amount of stupid in your existence. Tough to do. But you're smart enough to do it. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Alright, there's one. Superior Colossal. Oh my goodness, it's both superior and colossal. What more could a person hope for from life? I'm trying to get down there. There we go. Is that what I was missing? No. An all-flame ember of sulfite. Pack monsters reward sulfite on death. That's a good one. Unfortunately, due to the graphics, I can't actually return the way I can. Annoying. But then, I'm in a perpetual state of annoyance. Don't worry, when you're old, you will too. That was not useful. Another corpse to collect. Can I reach? Back up? Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Ah, worked. I was too clever for them. Ha ha. Charade they were. I had hoped to do a little work with the Guild Wars 2 Raid Academy. Maybe start poking around at Raid Guild Wars 2. I don't think that's likely to happen now. Alright, we've lit it. Anything else to grab around here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we've refilled the... Oh, I got another thing to collect down there. Oh, would you please just... What? Why that didn't work the first half a dozen times? I have no clue. And now we burn the flag. Don't worry, the black flag. Which summons a pirate. Arr. Sail me to the Brine King's Reef.
No single being should have the power to reshape the world like this.
Back to my hideout for a sec.
Greetings.
Nope. Could we actually have a good chest? A good chest would be nice. I hear good things about good chests. Can I throw an alk on it and pray? Or maybe... let's see what we've got in the way of essences. I'm also going to want a bunch of those to turn them into wisdom scrolls.
Farewell.
What do we got in the way of essences? Currently on there, we have lightning and cold resistance. Currently our low resists are cold and lightning. We're screwed. All three suffixes are filled there. I could have sworn we had an open suffix somewhere. Well, then there are a lot of things I could swear about. Hey, okay, on the gloves we do have an open suffix. So, if we get lightning on here... we can get cold and lightning, and maybe get to where we want to go? Maybe. Okay, well, we're gonna... cold and lightning. We'll see what we've got in the way of essences. Armor. 5 to 14 to maximum life. Take a flying fandango. Armor. Reflects physical damage. Armor. Maximum energy shield. Other armor. Minions. Armor. Fire resistance. Lightning. Wait. Body armor. Avoid lightning damage from hits. That's worthless. Lightning resistance. Give me a life with it. A life. And if possible, a cold resist to go with the lightning resist. Make me the happiest man in the world. Life and cold. Life and cold. I'll be goddamned. Not good life, but an okay life, a playable life. And better than that, I just now need to recolor the sockets. And it will be a slight but real upgrade. I need 3 green and a blue. How about 4 green? Yeah, I can make that work. These come out. These go up there. No open affixes of any kind. But, and there's always a but, we add lightning on here, and we're almost res capped.
I'm no fool, but this one's got me beat.
What? Oh, that's not good. There we go. 75, 73, 71. Not quite capped, but far more reasonable resistances now. Sniper's Mark. We now can have a socket for throwing a curse around, which will help our single target. Our build sucks way less than it did. Yay. All right. Back to the Brine King's Reef. It's nice to have the resists be in a reasonable place. Not good, but reasonable. Good would be better. I've also managed to turn off both of those, which is not great.
Another day.
Samite gloves? No, those are all energy shield all the time. Okay, oh, a remnant of corruption. An energy shield, aura, chaos, and wither resistant. Well, those aren't things that I do anyway, so. And we have a remnant of corruption. That is our first 6 socket. It's not anything we would ever use, but it is our first 6 socket. We'll grab this, this, and this, but not that. You just grabbed that. So, the splitting sunken shingle of balance. So I think they're saying I have shingles. I didn't check and see what the... Okay, and they fire additional projectiles. Okay, for a second I thought I had missed that it said that they had reflect. Reflect, and I instantly kill myself. Which generally, most people would find to be a negative. Volcanic Fissure, Wall, Ancestral War Sheath. Pirate Ghosts. We are looking for the Blind King. He is a greater god. Apparently all the other gods we've been killing so far have been lesser gods. I hope no one told them. Although maybe that's why they're upset. People told them they were lesser gods, and they didn't like hearing that. Which is understandable. Nobody wants to be a lesser god. Ooh, 2 essences on this guy. Extra chaos damage, extra fire damage, and exposure. He seems like he might be unfriendly. Wasn't civil of him.
That would only slow me down.
Seriously? Seriously? That leather is so wild. Okay. That's a lot of walking without seeing nothing. We have got another Abyss. What we want to do, Abyss gems can be good. You can get lucky and get a Stygian belt. That would be nice. I would like that. And where's it going to go? Because it travels in random directions. That one. Here we go again. Because we're still looking for better.
That would only slow me down.
Sure, we've got okay. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't stop trying to improve ourselves, you know? Is he up here? Anywhere? Brian King? Brian King. Brian King calling. Candygram for Mongo. Movie reference. Also a band reference. I'm not familiar with the band other than the fact that there was a band named Candygram for Mongo. But it is a reference to Blazing Saddles. The Brine King's throne. The Brine King awaits. I need to check my P.O.B. Looks like we're heading that direction. All right. So west from north of Multishot. And then after that, we head here, and then over here. Evasion and life, that makes sense. And over here. Elemental resistances also makes sense. Brine King.
So courageous.
Nessa.
Such a fine
Traitor.
example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Or my husband. You see, His Majesty could
Yeah.
never be satiated on his wedding
I was
day
going to say
by
he can eat me, but he's going to try, so
Thank you,
I prefer he
my
didn't.
new sister. I shall always treasure your company.
Born of ocean's mire, and death washed clean
Of dark desire.
Thus the Lord of Sun.
And greater god. Major god killed. Major and minor.
Too late.
Who are you? I'm a minor god. Oh, you're minor? Yeah, don't say it like that. I'm really, really good. But you're minor. Cannot be stunned if you've been stunned in the last 2 seconds. So no chain stunning for you. Nothing else here that's of any even potential use for me.
How did you? You're still
Bloody barnacles on me arse.
bloody barnacles on me eyes.
Don't want to know. Certainly don't want to see.
Hold on to your cockles.
And holding onto my cockles, if I do that on stream, I'm pretty sure I get banned. There will be no cockle holding on my stream. After? Maybe.
What'll I do now?
Yes, the ribbon. There you will.
Alpha?
Gods. Go make history.
You would have. Goodbye.
Turn your back for the. I'm afraid that the.
Let's see what we've got. life. No. Nice movement. A couple resists. Not as good as the ones I've got. And the movement isn't as good. It's not terrible. Certainly not good. I can use more jewelers, so I think we sell it for that. Terrible life. Decent resist. Yeah, I just can't see how we could... Well, we could try to get lucky. Everybody deserves to get lucky once in a while. 65 life, so it's more life, but no resists. Life, fire. A little bit of physical damage.
Keep your life to your own.
Keep your life to your own. I have no idea what the hell that means. These go. Volcanic Fisher, Vol, and Vol Ancestral War Chief. Go there. Go there. Cold damage to attacks. Energy shield. Not really what I'm looking for, you know? And we can try. Do we have an alk now? We still only have 3 alks. I think we've had a total of 4 or 5 alks the entire game, which is crap. I could try and get incredibly lucky. Sure, why not? How about you just give me... I don't need all 3. Just give me 2 of the 3 elemental attack affixes and an empty prefix to throw the enchant on for the other one. That'd be great. Please? Now.
Greetings.
Off into the broken bridge. Iron stench? Does it even really smell? I'm dubious. Okay, I guess that was 3 orbs of alteration. Questy item in here. Intimidating looking. And dirty lockbox, silver locket. Scavenging Vulture. Life modifiers are 100% scarcer. Not something I think I would want on this build, we're life-based. I have no idea if the corpses in the graveyard are wide or character bound? Significant. Question. Move out into the crossroads. Strongest monster in the pack gets 800% increased quantity of items dropped. Pack monsters record sulfite. They can drop omens. Well, we definitely want the most packs we're likely to see. The vultures, acolytes, harvesters. I think we're most likely to actually see vultures. And we're going to make it so that they can drop omens. Wildwood critters. What are we shooting? Stop shooting at me, you jerk. Oh, it doesn't change. Oh, okay, so we could change our mind. No, I think we want to try and give it a shot at... Those things can be really bad, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Alright, let's go. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm not afraid. Much. Little. Oh, those mobs are really annoying. You kill them. They've got an electrical ghost that chases you and does a boatload of damage. Yeah, he's back. Blunt arrow quiver. You know, I'm just not sure I really see the use of that. I mean, I guess if you're fouling, blunt arrows are fine. Okay, so I think I'm going to try, because we've dropped some special juju around in this map. I'm going to try to clear the map. It is a big one, so we're going to be a while. Okay, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. Because as I said, clear the map. Which is not something I do very often. I used to have terrible FOMO when playing ARPGs. I would have to clear the map entirely because otherwise I might miss something. PoE has largely broken me from that habit. Increase fire mods. Defense mods are scarcer. Scarcity. Probably. Stop with the lag. And we've got Alva. Well, that's good since we're going to clear out these maps. We don't have to worry about not finding Alva. We'll find all 3 Alva missions. Chaos Orb. I think I found more Chaos Orbs than alchemies in this league, which is freaking ridiculous. Work our way back over here, back to Alva. Almost. Decimation bow. Alright, our first trip back in time. Alright, the tunnels. We can change it into explosive charge, which allow us access to anything that we don't unlock. Increased resistances. Yeah, we will go with the explosive charge and a sealed coffer, so we need to be top. And then... top and then top right. Alright, top and then top right, if we can manage it.
Let's go.
That's my mnemonic for making sure I go the right way. Top and top right. Alright, we killed the boss in the top half. And we opened the door in the top right. That's what we wanted to do most. We have a second stone passage. That doesn't happen very often. So we can open something else that we don't currently have open. And we can keep killing more monsters for more loot at the end. I think we have successfully cleared out the entire map. That was pretty much a all-time record for the first run through. Hi, Alva.
Good to see you, Sven.
So we opened up there and there. And changed this into an explosives room, which means we'll be able to blow a hole between any two rooms in the complex if we have to. If we upgrade that room, then we'll be able to blow multiple holes. Okay. So we have 2 more alvas to run. There are always 3 alvas in a map. If there's 1, there's 3. It's time travel. Don't ask questions. Mucho help. A highborn bow. Can a bow be highborn? I'm dubious. I mean, I'm sure its antecedents, its parents, honorable people, but highborn? We are currently at 1,800. We are in at 7. We want to be at 2,100 by the time we get to the end of it, so that's maybe. Still a bit low on life. The resistances are still a little bit dicey too. We're in better shape than we were by a lot, but we're not in great shape. We've got, let's see, many totems, cannot inflict exposure. I wasn't going to expose myself anyway. Wait, what did I just say? Movement speed, avoiding being stunned. Was it here? It's here and here, wasn't it? Yep. We'll do the alpha first. Alright, the hatchery. We can increase monster damage throughout the table, or throughout the temple, or increase monster criticals, and then that'll give us a chest full of weapons. I think we would rather go with bottom. And we're already connected up with all the adjacent, so it doesn't really matter. Bottom and then anything. Cleared everything out again. This is a good clearing build.
Good job.
We'll save the showing out the bows until after we finish this map. Okay, that's turned into a sparring room now. Totems, and I cannot inflict exposure, so I will not be exposing myself here. Pretty sure that's what it means. This particular mob is incredibly annoying. I kill him? I think I killed him. Because he moves around incredibly fast and he has a proximity bubble. Which means you can't damage him unless you're inside the bubble, but he's constantly moving too fast. A couple of sack frags, fall caustic arrow, fall cyclone. Back out we go. Did we not cover this already?
Go make history.
This thing's hard as hell. That thing has an awful lot of freaking hit points. I'm just going to put that out there. Another bow. Holy crap, I'll lay it. Alright, you gotta go over there. Stilling orb. Resistance modifiers are 100% scarcer. That's not one we really are interested in. I tell you, all of those mobs that are making a return from the Affliction League are tough as hell. Which they were in Affliction League. One, I felt actually two hit spongy in Affliction League. So, unsurprisingly, I feel the same way. They're still too goddamn hit spongy. Armors have a dexterity requirement. Interesting. I've not seen it have an intelligence or strength requirement yet. But I've seen 4 or 5 of them. We're almost done with this map. A little bit left here. And then the last Alva mission.
There you are.
The banquet hall. We can make it have chests full of items, or increase the rarity of items dropped and have it chest full of jewelry. I think we want to go bottom. We already have opened the doors on the adjoining joining walls or adjoining chambers, so we won't get any key drops for opening doors. We don't need them. Yeah, we're just going to go down. We're going to kill the priest and change what's in here. Yep, that's taken care of. Now we'll just kill everything so we get more rewards on the way out the door. Out the door I went. And once again, we have cleared it out with lots of time to go. We definitely take the Reigns of Chaos. Nothing else particularly important. Maybe that. But you can see, that is now changed to a jeweler's workshop. We have completely filled our inventory.
was part of Pyre. Keep your life to your own.
I don't understand that. Keep your life to your own. Own what? Go back to our hideout. We'll identify our stuff. 3 bows. Come on. Any one of these could be an improvement over what we're using. That would be awesome. What we would like is fire, lightning, and or cold damage as the prefixes, or an open prefix to fill in a third one. Attack speed would be awesome. Crits, very nice.
Greetings.
Long odds, but not 0. That, I don't think it's as good as the one I've currently got. No. The last things we're going to look at are the 3 bows. Additional charges. That one's removing curses and has increased recovery, so it's better. Freeze. That one will be going on. We'll finally have a freeze immunity for the first time. Here we go. Good lightning attack speed. 2 open prefixes. It's really good lightning. So we can add probably cold on, and that might be better than what we're currently using. Next one. Cold and crappy lightning. Sadly. And physical, I don't think that will be better, but we'll check, because checking don't cost nothing. Last one. Physical and physical. If I was playing a pure physical bow, that would be a big improvement, because it's got flat physical and physical percentage. But I'm not, so that one can get sold immediately.
Go with courage.
We'll put stuff away. We've got a couple more. Ball gems, caustic arrow, and cycloclone. It's not actually cycloclone, it's cyclone. I was just funning you. So we finally have a frozen, an anti-freeze affix on one of our potions. I normally prefer it there. We have a quest item, and we'll do the quick checky. Our current damage is a little under 8,000. Unwise for drinking? Yeah, probably. So, a little under 8K. This one, I'm pretty sure, is not going to come close. No. That is 1,500 DPS less. So, even if there was an open prefix, and there isn't, I don't think I could make that one good enough. This one, on the other hand, is a maybe, because that's a good lightning damage number, solid, and it's got attack speed, not as good as the Benchcraft. So we're at 7,900. 8,500. The lightning is good enough. We'll sell this one. The bad one.
Greetings. Keep your life
And
to
we
your
will
own.
put cold damage. Even a low tier. So we're currently at 7,900. 9,100. That's a pretty sizable bump. In DPS. 7,900 and 9,100. That's nice. Nice to get an upgrade. Now just think if it also had the better, had a third prefix there. Anyway, it doesn't. If I had an Exalted Orb, I could try and get lucky and slam a random affix on. The odds that it would be a good one would be bupkis, but not impossible. Alright, back to the crossroads. Nope. Actually, I need to give the locket to Wayland first. So the really good lightning on that bow was enough to make the entire bow into a winner.
Me locket!
Alright, we currently already have a granite flask. Jade flask would be good. Quartz if I want to do delve. We'll grab the jade flask for now.
Fair wind and calm sea.
Drop that off. Into the box. And we'll pop back to Crossroads, which we've cleared entirely. And we'll go into the Fell Shrine Ruins. What do we got? Strongest monster in the pack gets dropped armor, has a 25% chance to be an Orb of Alteration. That's okay. 400% increased quantity of items dropped. Those are theoretically the largest pack density, so we'll go with them. Increased global critical strike. Brittle Born Agains, yes, we'll go with those. Strongest monster in the pack, 25% chance. Spooters. Spooters, I think. Do we want to turn anything into sulfite? Not yet. Enter. And we go. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Penetrating arrow quiver. Is the quiver penetrating or are the arrows penetrating? Because a penetrating quiver would be a really strange thing. Looks like everything is decided to drop ground effects when they die. I don't remember seeing anything specific about that. Got a couple of dead bodies to collect, if they'll let me collect them, and an owl. Doesn't say anything on the map about everything drops badness on the ground when you kill it. And yet, here we are. Pretty much everything is dropping badness on the ground when I kill it. The Fell Shrine Ruins. The Crypt. Let's see, global critical strike chance. Bow should be okay. Extra damage is a damage of a random element. Physical. Anything not doing physical They don't do physical. Bloop. Cannot be stunned. That's fine. Chance to hinder enemies. Overwhelm physical resistance. That should be okay because they're not doing physical damage. That's using my thinking. I use my thinky. We've got another expedition down here. Would this be Rog? Rog was the gentleman who gave me my bow last league. Oh, Rog. Rog, I welcome you with open arms. I just got a nice bow, but it could be better. Rog was the guy who crafted me up my bow last league. Well, he kind of crafts it. You get to steer it, but he crafts it. Hi, Rog. So, for instance, what it is you'll buy one of his items, and then he'll craft on it. He'll offer you things. Would you like to do this? You can say yes or no, and he'll go through a bunch of those. So, for instance, if I were to grab this bow, you'll see it already has fire and cold damage and critical strike chance. Those are all good. So he might offer to improve the tiers of things or remove things. And so you guide his crafting. And that's how I got the God bow last league. Basically, I got very lucky. Luck. Sure. Monsters can't be critical struck. Immune to physical damage. Monsters have increased maximum life. Chance to avoid all damage from hits. Overwhelm physical damage reduction. Alright, that's... Alright, if we start out here, we can't start there and get that good box. That's unfortunate. Maybe we can end there instead. If we start over here, we're basically placing charges in the ground that will unearth critters and loot boxes. So there's the first one. Will that get me where I need to go? I don't think so. Not quite. So we need to back that up one more. I don't want to back it up one more. We need to back it up two more, I guess. We start here. One.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I hope I know what I'm doing too. Roggy old boy. Alright. And that'll get us to that one, which is special. It's special and delicious. Alright, start blowing this shit up, Rog. Crazy man. Alright, we'll start with the best one. This one theoretically should have the best stuff in it. A 5 socket, but not 5 link bow. Not great. Good evening. You're coming in probably pretty close to the end of the stream, but you're welcome. Alright, what am I trying to do? There's a Trial of Ascendancy in here, and it's over in this direction. Maybe we'll check in this way first, I guess. No, we won't. I'm running around in circles. This could last forever. Dead ends, exactly. We love them so much. Smuggler's Cache. And here we want to be careful not to take the contract. Because it's an inventory item that you can't get out of your inventory without doing it. And sometimes I don't want to do those right now. Well, basically all the time I don't want to do those right now. So unless I'm running heist content in particular, I don't want to. all it did was open that up? Nope. Don't run into the badness. The badness is, for those of you not paying attention, it's bad. There we go. Woo, 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 woo. Get everybody dead. We did. Grab the crafting recipe. Damage over time.
Shine boldly,
Alright,
so that
we
all
got
may
2.
find you when the night falls.
And back out we go. Did we miss? No, we got the... Alright, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. We got the Trial of Ascendancy in the area, and we now need to head down. We're looking for something for the Chamber of Sins. I don't remember what the hell it is. And then we have to head to the Chamber of Sins. Presumably it's not all of my sins, because otherwise we're talking that's a big chamber. The container of sins. Yeah, that's, see, it had a map in it. That's definitely not my sins. Stupid DoorDash pop-up ad. Now you're hungry. Oh, what was the ad for? Let's see. Salt that. Okay, we're good. Back to town, I think. Back to town. Back to town. Showing a rather tasty looking burger. I mean, any specific manufacturer of said burger? Because, yeah, burgers is one of the things. That got me about a week ago. Not even that. Yeah, about a week. I don't remember specifically it was an ad, but I had a huge hankering for burgers and beer. In your case, it would just be the burgers. And had to order them.
It was no easy feat, removing
Had them
much
delivered.
information from its tomb.
They were tasty. They were quite tasty. Now I want burgers again. Didn't catch that, just to advertise the service in general. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I do use DoorDash occasionally. And occasionally I'll use Instacart for groceries. That's not particularly good, so not sure why I picked that up. It's not particularly good. Nope, not good.
Journey
Quiet
ready.
down there. Malagaro's map. Now, the Chamber of Sins. And this map has repopulated. If a map goes unre-entered for, I think it's between like 8 and 15 minutes or something like that, they will recycle the maps. That's how they garbage collect. So any map you open is open for a while. If you go back in, I believe it resets the timer. You can also force it to reload if you want to, like, farm a map, which I was doing earlier. Because generally my loot has been, my gear has been underwhelming. It's been much of this week. Still kind of is. Alright, Alva. The workshop is up. Kill this architect to have monsters have increased area and add traps. I hate the traps. Increase the life of the Omnitect and monsters throughout the temple. I don't like either one, so I'm not going to upgrade either one. I'm just going to kill mobs and exit. Because all of the options I don't like, so I don't want to make one of the options worse or take the other bad option. So it's a combo platter of no thank you. Well, we killed some monsters. We'll now go back to the portal. Blast Blower's Bubble. We did nothing with that, which was fine, what we intended, but there's two more alvas in the map. So I'm going to try and hunt them down. There's always 3 alvas. If there's 1 alva in the map, there's 3. And basically you have to run alva 12 times to open up the temple. The Temple of Axawatl. Because we're time traveling is what we're doing. We're going back in time and we're altering the past to determine what is in the temple in the present day. And then we'll go to the temple in the present day and we'll loot it. Tempest generator. Gives tempests. I don't like tempests. Adds traps. I don't like either of these. I don't want to increase the tempests and I don't want to add traps because I could have added traps here and chose not to. Once again, not happy. It's a cool system. It's one of the leagues that I thought, oh, that's really smart. But I would like to nab top left if I can.
It's time.
So right now I'm farming. Hey, got it. That's exactly what I wanted, was to get the Stone of Passage to open up the top left to the Corruption Chamber, which means I will now be able to get to the last chamber in the Temple of Axawatl.
Good job, Exile.
So we just opened up this connection right here. We come in here.
Find me again.
We've now connected up to here, which allows us here. There are still 3 rooms in the temple that we've not connected up to. We gotta find one more alpha. She is. The third. It's pretty impressive that basically they trot out a new league mechanic every 3 months and a deeper one every 6 months. So it'll be a deep league mechanic and then a basic league mechanic. I would say the one we currently have is a basic league mechanic. The Necropolis mechanic. Okay, vault. Well, look. Chests full of currency items is what it currently has, and we can upgrade it. We want that, so we will go kill the boss in the northeast of the map. Remember, isometric, but I call that top. So we'll go top, and because we're already fully connected around it, if we can get any of the green keys, anything we open is fine.
It's time.
We definitely want to kill the boss of the top half. He's on the mini-map right down here. And they're dead. Okay. And now we just get more loot for killing everybody. This is when I think this is the first time they ever gave us a mechanic where the loot drops at the end. Basically, you don't have to worry about picking stuff up. When the mechanic is done and you exit the temple, all the loot drops. And he's the last one to go. And another Stone of Passage. So we'll just open up another door, as that will make it easier for us to pick our way through the temple. A lot of times I skip some of the rooms that don't have any significant loot. So this is now the treasury, and we added 2 more exits, so we'll smooth our path. And now we will head towards the Chamber of Sins, the aforementioned multiple times Chamber of Sins. That's the single most impressive thing to me about Path of Exile, is no single part of the game, but that every 3 months they drop an expansion, content patch, most of which end up going into the game permanently, and every 6 months they drop a bigger one. And they're willing to cut their losses. There have been some of the big ones where they just said, yeah, this didn't work out as well as we wanted, it won't be going to the core game. Increased life for each. Attack density is high, but their health is low, so probably Okay. Chance to avoid. Sure, that's fine.
The legacy of evil men continues to plague Rayclast.
Got a bow. Every bow gives us hope of new, incredible, amazing, awesome, destructive force. Probably not going to happen. Okay, Silk.
We have woven our tale.
He's given us a map. We already have a map. We're going to use the map device. This is what the end game looks like. You have a bunch of maps. They come as drops eventually. You put it in the map device. If you have access, there are other things you can put in to increase or alter the map. More monsters, better loot, that kind of thing. And these are the frogs. Aren't the frogs adorable? I got this from the last league, the free MTX box. They're just the best. I love froggies. That ability to reconsider rather than doubling or tripling down is a good thing, isn't it? Yes. I agree. It is. Agency in general is good. One of the things, however, that the agency in this league is a little lacking at. In the past, most of the time, if it's a new league and you don't like the mechanic, you could skip it. You don't have to engage with a mechanic in the past. This league's different. This league, you gotta engage. You don't have any choice. It's not skippable. And that's the first time. But they do, even though it's not skippable, they do give you some agency in that you can control what buffs or debuffs various mobs get. So there is still some agency in it. It's just not as much as you previously had with the ability to skip it entirely. But for instance, all of the past league mechanics that make it into core, those are essentially all skippable as you're playing through. Not only are they skippable, but in the very end game, you can have some of them stop appearing and have the ones you like appear more often. So basically, they allow you to tune your end game to the parts of the game you like and tune out the parts you don't. So yeah, basically, that the content they bring in and the way they've managed to make it generally optional, where you can choose which things you want to do and don't want to do, that's some real quality of game. I don't need that. So while it's a game I complain about a lot when it's pissing me off, which it frequently does, there's so many things the devs do just remarkably right. Admirably. All right, we are going to fight Malagaro. Proximity bubble, which means 5 socket, 5 link bow. It's a rare bow. It could be good. It could be awesome. The Atlas passive tree is one of the favorite additions to PoE. So fun to juice everything you want and skip the stuff you don't like if your build isn't good for. Exactly. I mean, it's one of those things that they add and you go, wow, that's just fucking brilliant and great. and great for the players most of all. It's like they've just started to really start to focus on quality of life stuff this league, throwing in a whole bunch of little quality of life things, and they're all so welcomed by the players. I think Last Epoch put a little bit of fire under their asses with some of the quality of life in Last Epoch. Now, Last Epoch is a good, young game. It doesn't have the depth or the amount of content that PoE has. But the fact that they're smart and they're putting in good things, lighting a little fire under GGG's ass is always going to be a good thing.
Our brutal construction there.
We go back to the Chamber of Sins. Yeah, we'll see what it turns out to. It's a 5 link. If it's good, I can be set for maybe even the rest of the league. If it's not, well, I think I've got my first scour now. After 6 acts. Can't play at the moment. Probably going to look to play the next league. Quality of life changes look so good, especially since you're a softcore trade player. Yeah, just lots of little stuff. Those little gestures mean a lot. You know, it allows the player base, hey, they are listening to some of the stuff. And as players, what we really want most is we want to love your game. Don't make us not love your game. We want to love it. You know, a lot of people talk about how game players hate games and hate game companies. No, we really don't want to. We want to love them. Long time. Okay, that sounded a little creepy. Yeah, that's right. I need to head this direction. He gave me the key that I need. To go down. Chamber of Sins level 2. Physical damage reduction. Pack to be upgraded to magic. Strongest monster in the pack gets dropped armor can be a blessed orb. Blessed orbs? Blorbs? Not interesting. Fine. Use the obsidian key to access the den. Alright, when I get there, I will. Don't you worry. We have an ascendancy trial. We got to find that first. I'm going to take the chance that it's to the south, because it's probably to the south. It's not. Nothing there but dead space. Bears, bears, bears. Those are called bears because the mobs are bearers. And historically, players playing in groups wanted to let the other players they were playing with know that these things were there because it would be very easy to run into their explosions and die. And so the protocol for that requires you to call out, bears, bears, bears! And I was just letting you all know, you know, so you didn't accidentally run in behind me and die. Spooters incoming. Spiders and sewers. These seem to be the two inevitabilities of most of the games that I play. That is 6 socket, but it's all blue. I'm trying to figure out what stuff I need to drop on the ground. You just leave me alone. And another bow. They're just now they're tormenting me. Is what they're doing. We still need to find the trial. There it is. No, that's not it. That's strongbox. Another 6 socket. Would you stop shooting stuff at me, you jerk? Seriously. Throw that away. Oh, porcupines. Yes, porcupines, the bane of your existence. You ain't the only one. We had silk slippers. I believe those are the bones of Uller. Alright, we're going to look at the 2 non-5 links. Fire, cold, open prefix. Could be good. And tiny little fire and lightning. That one won't be good. Nope. Can I please find the trial of ascendancy? For the sake of all that's unholy. Yeah, nothing brings panic like a sudden appearance of a batch of porcupines. This is not leading... That's leading to the exit we made, but that's not leading to the Trial of Ascension. Trial of Ascension. Which one are we on? Rotating knives. Can't remember, but they get rid of the need to complete lab trials after campaign for Uber Lab. You don't have to do the trials after you've completed all of the trials once. They unlock for any characters you create. What they did to Ubers is you no longer have to find all the trials for the Ubers. You just use one of the vessels, and that'll open the Uber. Confused? Probably. Am I confused? That's the dumbest question I've ever said out loud. Am I confused? If you have to ask yourself if you're confused, Lens, you're probably confused.
There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former.
All right. So now we find our way back to the den. And that should be over here. Yeah, this way. Anticipation. Into the den. That's fine because we're not staying. We're grabbing here and heading back to town. Yeah, I have to talk to Helena for a reward. It's raining again. It's raining all over the world tonight. The longest night. Music reference. Yellow. What? He's intending to make matrimony with Arakali? Yes, that's right. He wants to have carnal knowledge of the spider goddess. He seems to think that's a keen idea, and it crashed on me again in town. That is 6 crashes? 3 on stream, all in town. Had a couple things I still wanted to do, so I'm not quite done yet. Performance of the game in town is horseshit. I'm going to go with horseshit. And this is the 6th crash I've had in town. Oh, I almost opened Last Epoch by accident. Oops. Freudian slip. Sure, that's going to go well for him. Arakali seems cuddly. Don't miss early league stability. Yeah, well, generally speaking, there's always some stability issues and a few bug issues. Oh my god, seriously? Aha, I have triumphed. I think that.
Keep your life to your own.
All right, we've turned in everything we need to turn in. I will spend the rest of my brief time here in the hideout. Yeah, basically, there's always some performance issues at launch, and usually bugs or balance issues, where something is over or undertuned, usually overtuned. League mechanic usually being overtuned. Okay.
Hello.
We save the good thing for last. I'm that way. If you give me a plate full of food, I'm going to eat the vegetables first and get them out of the way so that I can enjoy my meal. Life, 2 good resists. And an open... Nope, no open prefix, so I can't get movement speed on them, but I'll still keep them. Immunity to hinder. We will sell that one. We're keeping that one. Selling that one. Not sure if you played Arch Nemesis. Oh, I did. Yes, I did. The Arch Nemesis League was okay. Arch Nemesis in general, that they moved into core, is garbage. I hate it. Loathe it. Where most of the time, everything you're fighting is fine, and then you run into one of those bosses with 2 or 3 of the Doom affixes, and you're just screwed. One thing they did, they limited the, Soul Eater, I think is the name of the affix, to 45, I think 45 mobs it can eat, instead of dozens and dozens and dozens. So they've at least tuned that one affix down.
Keep your life to your own.
The Bones of Ullur. Worth keeping, for sure. Here? Yeah. Don't know why I picked up the Voltaxic Burst. The inspiration support, at least, it's got percents. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for my last act of the evening before I call it, we're going to mouse over that 5-socket and see what we've got. Old Soul Eater mobs with other mods would be a huge, from the little peons they would absorb. Yeah, so they tuned down Soul Eater significantly. So that's another one of those simple things that just makes the game so much better, because I can't count the number of times, probably a dozen, maybe 2 dozen, where I ran into a soul eater at the end of a map and I couldn't kill it, so I just had to leave the map. Here we go. We are looking for really good tiers of fire on attack, cold on attack, lightning on attack, attack speed, crit multi. I'm not asking for much. It's got really nice attack speed and it's got lightning. So this is one I will have to work with later and see if we can recraft. Yeah, the lightning damage is not good. It's okay. And I mean, I could add fire or cold, but neither of those is going to make it better than what I'm currently using, even at 5 links. We will put this in the magic spot. I'm up to now 3 scours. I had no scours through the first 5 acts of the game. I have had a total of 6 alchemies in the entire game. Might be 7. Actually, I take it back. I did a couple of crafts. It's probably about 10. My bad. But it seems to me that the currency numbers are really low. Yeah, the attack speed on it is nice. It's a tier 3, so, you know, for the level of bow it is, that's really good. If the lightning was a 5, maybe, but I just don't think there's anything realistic I could do. I could craft one and throw an exalt and hope to get lucky? No. So later on I'll have to try and scour and either alch or hopefully get some better essences, higher tier essences and stuff, but for now I think that's going to probably be it. This is still pretty good. This one's got tier 5 attack speed, which is okay. It's got the benchcraft cold, and then it's got tier 4 lightning damage. And combined with the extra elemental damage with attacks as the implicit, it's working quite well. So, but I'm going to call it here for the evening. The evening session has gone on for longer than I'd intended, like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something. I should be back tomorrow for a Sunday stream, possibly Sunday stream times 2. Probably, again, an early session and a late session. We'll see if I can get myself into maps. Currently in Act 7. Pretty far into it. The odds are pretty good that I can make it to Kitava 10 in Act 10 and get into maps. That's my objective for tomorrow. Knock on wood. I'll probably play a little bit more later, so I'll make some more progress. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I genuinely do. Good luck with the league progress. I will try to have good league progress and try to have a good night. Again, thanks to all of you for hanging out. I'm always very appreciative. Back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Saturday night or early Sunday morning for my European friends goes great. Hope Sunday is awesome. Back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care. And ciao for now.